Hi, good morning, Professor Kev Show. As you can see, I have my friend Ella with us, and she's for Ella for Students. Good morning, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Hi, everyone.
So, Ella, before we jump in and talk about your idea, tell me a little bit about yourself. What should the audience know about you?
Okay, so I'm a junior in high school and I always find myself starting new ideas, and therefore I'm the founder of ALA for Students, which is like kind of like a program that helps students with extracurriculars and passion projects and anything any student can need help with. But alongside that, I do like watching soccer, I do like listening to music, and I do like hanging out with my friends. So not all my life is academics and just extracurriculars.
Soccer, do you have a team?
No, but I do watch a Turkish national team because I'm from Turkey, and it's
Okay.
like it's kind of like me bonding with my like dad a little.
There's nothing wrong with that and stuff. So let's talk a little bit about Ella for Students, because as I was saying to you before the show, I think it's a really cool concept. Why did you come up with this idea? What made you want to do it?
So I have my other initiatives alongside this, and one struggle that I had was that I just didn't know a lot of stuff. There was a lot of knowledge gaps. I started this thing called Students Tech Services Spotlight, which was like me, spotlighting other nonprofits. And even with that, I just ran into so many struggles. Let's say filing or just growing my initiative, and I didn't know like what to do. But a lot like on the way, I just realized I just learned a lot of things, and I was like, why do I just not help other students? And therefore, I just created AILA for Students. It was created actually very spontaneously. I created it on the spot, like during a random meeting I had, and I'm super happy because it's really grown a lot. I've helped about 1,000 students. The number is probably much bigger than that. I haven't really kept track of it in a while. I need to go back and see, but yep. So. And then because it's getting super big now, I'm getting a couple additional consultants to help me out. And I'm just really happy at where it is right now because it was just a very small idea grown into something super big.
I really like the concept behind it because you see a lot of students come up with an idea. Hey, we want to start this club or whatever it may be. And then they don't know how to do it. And they ask somebody and the person doesn't give them the best advice. And they're like, it ain't that important to me. I'm not going to do it. So I see that great ideas, as soon as they hit a roadblock, just come to an end and stuff. So it seems like you're helping people go around or over that roadblock. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So now tell me about some of the things you've helped people with, because it's a pretty impressive number of people you've helped. Just give us a few like common things that you help people with so they know what they should reach out to you for.
Yes, of course. I help with a lot of things. Just general extracurricular help, like, or pa figuring out your passion is a big thing that I helped with recently. Because a lot of students come to me and they're like, I don't really know what I want to study. How can I get started? I do that. Passion projects, like, do they want to do something more research related or a nonprofit or just like a short or long-term project? Awards, because personally, I've had a long, way, applying for awards or just programs with that. Another thing, features, and how to develop your own voice actually with interviews and stuff. And I do help with interview prep. It's something that I added recently. I helped somebody actually get into a really prestigious program, and I've been like super happy about it. But yeah, I help with everything that you can probably think of. I recently started, you know, sending links to people that want to, speak at the UN. So I'm trying to make it more versatile.
Nice. Because it's interesting you bring up, preparing people for podcasts because we are doing one right now. But I reach out to a lot of students who have amazing ideas and they type back, no, thank you. And I know it's because they're afraid to come on the show. I mean, you're saying it's pretty simple, but they're like, I'm going to be on a podcast, especially people outside the America. I'm going to be on a podcast with a professor from the United States. Like, it's no way and stuff. And you kind of just like, okay, I understand, but you're giving up an opportunity because, you're maybe a little nervous about doing it and stuff. So fast forward, crystal ball, 3 years out. Where's the idea? What have you accomplished?
I do want to still continue AIL for students. I hope to hit like even more followers and help even more people. But alongside that, I want to maybe launch more mentorship programs with college students, other postdoctoral fellows, other professors. So I want to make this as big as possible.
So what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more? How can they get involved?
So currently I'm just making a website for myself, and that would be also posted on my Instagram. This will be in a couple weeks, I would say. But they can reach out to me through Instagram. I respond to my DMs as quickly as I can. And they can also reach out to me on TikTok, but I'm also like a little bit like, not that fast on TikTok because I
Uh,
spend most of my time on Instagram helping others.
yeah.
But yeah, they can also reach out to me on LinkedIn. I do have a couple people who reaching out to me there.
All right. So on Instagram, Ella for Students, is that how they can
Mhm.
find you?
Yes.
Awesome. I appreciate taking a few minutes calling the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you.